Hey guys and girls, welcome back. I am back from a sort of a 2-week break. Happy holidays to all of you and happy New Year's to all of you of which I didn't get to say it to. Also, thank you to all of my new subscribers and I appreciate all of your support. I have taken a small break, but like I said, I am back and I will be getting back on schedule to putting tutorials out every week just as normal, but I'll have to catch up to some of the tutorials that I've missed, so there will probably be a tutorial tomorrow as well regarding the VRChat stuff that I left out of that other tutorial. Just a few things like the dissemination parts, but other than that one may be tomorrow, so you guys know then. But I'm back, so let's get back into it. And this is a pretty long tutorial, so sit back and relax. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to import models from modelsresources.com. The steps are pretty simple and pretty easy, and the only thing you'll have to do is follow along with this tutorial. So sit back and relax. Keep watching. So in order to do this, you're going to need Unity, Blender, and models from modelsresources.com. All the links of which you can find down below in the description. Let's continue. First off, before we get started, I want to let you guys know that this tutorial will only contain information on showing you how to import models from modelsresources.com and getting it into Unity and uploading it into VRChat. If you want to learn how to fully get started and get up and running for your first time or returning user to VRChat, then you can click the card in the top right hand corner of the screen right now. But for now, this tutorial will only be showing you how to import models from modelsresources.com. Everything else that you need to learn about getting started and uploading your very own avatars into VRChat, links will also be left down in the description. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is head on over to modelsresources.com. Here you can find plenty of models to import into Unity and upload into VRChat. Take a minute to scroll through the many selection of characters and accessories you can use to also put onto your character. Whatever you're looking for, you might be able to find it here. You can also look above here in the top of the screen and click the search bar menu to search and shorten your time trying to find what you might like. You can just type it here, and if the site has it, then it'll pop up. But if you just want to browse the site, you can. Once you've found what you're looking for, you then want to click on one of the pictures and then click download. After you do this, your model will download in a RAR format, so you will need WinRAR to open it. Links will also be left down in the description for WinRAR. Also, a huge note to keep in mind when downloading a model from modelsresources.com, try to find a front-facing picture in T-pose because you'll be needing the T-pose position later on in Maximo in order to set up your rig so that you can use a model that doesn't have a skeleton and get it a skeleton to create your FBX and use it in Unity later on. Keep this in mind. Once you've downloaded a model from modelsresources.com, you may need to create an FBX for it. Some models have their own FBXs and some of them don't. But if a model doesn't happen to have an FBX, you will need to head on over to Maximo.com. Here, you will be able to create an FBX and create a body rig for your particular model, because some models don't have a skeleton or armature in order to set your character as a humanoid in Unity. So this is an important step. So you'll be needing this if your models don't have any FBXs or don't have any bones. So if this is the case, you want to go to Maximo.com and sign up for a Maximo account. Once you sign up for a Maximo account, you then want to click Upload Character. The character that you have downloaded, you then want to import it or drag it into the window you see here. Drag it into the window, and this will begin to upload your character into Maximo.com. This may take a few minutes depending on how big your RAR. If it's bigger, it'll take longer. If it's smaller, it'll be a shorter amount of time. But be patient and it'll finish. Once it's finished, you will then need to select Next. Once you hit Next, you will see that there are some pointers here on the left side of your screen with a window of your character in either a T-pose in a forward position. All you need to do is map the little buttons as you would see them for whatever they are asking for. So, one for your chin, one for your knees, one for your elbows, one for your wrist, and one for your groin. Once you set all of these into the correct position, you then want to hit Next. This will take a few minutes because Maximo is now creating a skeleton for your model. Once it's finished, you then want to hit Next once again and then download your FBX. After you downloaded your FBX model, you're finished here, and you can now close the Maximo window. Once you've downloaded your FBX model, you will not be able to just import it into Unity, because if you do it this way, you will need to rename the bones manually yourself, and this will take too long. An easier way to do this is to just install Blender and use Cat's Blender plugin in order to fix the model to have Blender name the bones properly for you. So you will need Blender, Cat's Blender's plugin, and MMD tools, all of which links you can find down in the description. Also, there will be tutorials coming up soon for Blender as well. So the first thing you will need to do is install Blender. Once you've installed Blender, you then want to go to your C drive and then go to Program Files, then go to Blender Foundation, Blender, whatever version of Blender that you're using. For me, 2.79, Scripts, and then Add-ons. Here you will need to download MMD tools and Cat's Blender plugin, which the link you can find down in the description. Once you have that, you then want to extract the RAR. Once you extract the RAR, you will see two folder files, or one RAR file and a folder file. You will see MMD tools and Cat's Blender's plugin. But the one we're focusing on right now will be the MMD tools. You want to take the MMD tools and drag that folder into your add-ons folder for your Blender. Once you've done that, you're done. You can close the window. Now that you've done this, you can now open Blender. Once you open Blender, you want to click anywhere to close this main window. Once you enter Blender for the first time, then you will see a square and a light and some other objects in the middle of the window. You're going to click anywhere on the screen. You're going to hit the A button, and then you're going to hit delete, and then hit enter to confirm your deletion. Then hit Control U to save those settings, so that every time you open Blender, you won't have to constantly delete those little items in the beginning or at the startup. So now on to installing Cat's Blender plugin. So now you want to hit Control and Alt and then press U. Click on the Add-ons tab. Type in MMD tools or MMD. Click the check mark and then save it. You're done. Now you're going to need to install Cat's Blender plugin. To do this, it will be a little different. You will now need to go down to the bottom where you see install add-on from file. You're going to click that. You're going to locate wherever you may have saved your download of which you downloaded earlier. You're going to locate the RAR of the master zip for Cat's Blender plugin, and then you're going to double click it. Once you double click it, it should show up directly in the window. The only thing you need to do is hit the check mark, and then you're all set. Make sure to save it, and then you can close the window out. You're all done. So now that you've installed Cat's Blender plugin and also MMD tools, you will now be able to select it on the left side of your screen. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see Cats. You want to click the Cats tab down on the bottom of the left hand side of the screen. If there are any updates available, Blender will let you know. Now you will need to locate your FBX of which you want to use. So go to Import Model, then locate your model, and then import it. After you've imported it, double click it, and you'll see it here in the window. If you don't see it, it may be too small, but it doesn't mean that it's not there. You can always change the size in Unity. So the only thing you'll need to do is click on Fix Model. After you click Fix Model, then hit File, Export, Export FBX, and then you're pretty much finished. Save it to a location, and now you can close Blender. Once you have your FBX, you now want to start the Unity portion of the tutorial. The only thing you need to do here, open Unity and then load in your VRCSDK. I've created a VRCSDK package because in the other tutorial, people were having problems with getting error messages or not getting the VRCSDK tab to appear at all at the top right hand corner of the screen. So I created a working version that'll get you up and running with your VRCSDK just in case you're having problems with the downloaded VRCSDK from the original website VRChat.com. You can download that in the links in the description titled VRCSDK Package by K7. Once you've opened your new Unity project window, you then want to take that package and then you want to drag both of those folders down into the Assets window. Wait for it to load up. It'll take a little bit of time, but once it's finished, you should get all of your options. Make sure you sign in first before you get started to do anything because you won't be able to upload if you don't sign in first. In order to sign in, just click on the VRC SDK, hit Settings, and then sign in. Keep in mind that you need an official VRChat.com account, not through Steam. You will not be able to sign in through Steam using VRChat.com. You will need to create an official VRChat.com account in order to sign in here, because that is what Unity and VRChat.com uses to log in, not through Steam. Keep this in mind. Once you've done that, you're set. You can close the login window. After your VRC SDK has fully loaded into Unity, you then want to now drag your model in its original folder along with the newly created FBX into the Assets Unity project window. Once you've done this and it's loaded, you're all done. Drag your newly created FBX into the left side hierarchy on the left side of the screen. Once you do this, highlight it. If you need to resize it, you can then press right above the hierarchy. You will see within the fourth selection a Rescaler Object Selection tab. You can choose to scale your model. Click that and change it to whatever scale that you'd like to have it sized to. Then you're all set. Next, reselect your avatar and then click on the right side panel of the screen. Click the select button. Make sure to change your model from none to humanoid. Configure the model, save it, and then apply. Once this window appears, you will see that your model has a skeleton and everything is there that needs to be there. But the only thing that's missing is the chest. So head over to the top side of the hierarchy on the left side of the window and then type in CH. The chest should appear. Grab your chest and then drag it into the chest of the body model on the right side of the screen. Once that's finished, you then want to click apply and then done. You're pretty much set here. Now, the only thing you will need to do is add a VRC descriptor. Click on the right side panel of your screen. If your model is invisible, just drag any object. Once you do this, your model should become visible. Also, make sure to delete the letters that you typed in, which were CH, at the top side of the hierarchy as well. This will make your model revisible. After your model has become visible, you can then delete whatever you've placed into the hierarchy that you no longer need. First, click on your model. Then click on Add Component on the right side of your screen. And then select VRC Descriptor. So in the search bar, to keep it short, just type VR and then locate VRC Descriptor. Select that, then you're set here. So the next thing you want to do is then locate your VRC Descriptor camera. You can locate the camera by rotating your camera to the left or right side of your character model. To do this, the only thing you need to do is click in the project window and then hit Control. A little eyeball should appear, and this will allow you to pan left and right on the model. Once you pan either left or right on the model, if you look above or near your avatar, you should see a tiny little ball. This is your camera. You will need to lower or heighten the camera depending on the numbers you see here. So it's set to 1.6 originally, but you will need to lower it. Once you get it to a number that is suitable, which means the camera should be put directly in front of the face or inside of the head, either one will work. In front of the face, preferably inside of the head if you want. However way you may like your camera positioned, once you place it there, you're finished. Down below, you will see some animation styles, either male or female. You will want to choose whichever one your model persists of, and then you're done there. Usually models from modelsresources.com don't include any visums, so there's no lip sync options, so your mouth won't be moving anytime soon for these models. So it does save you some time when importing your model into VRChat. Once you've completed all of these settings, you're now finished. Click on your avatar on the left side in the hierarchy once more. Click on the VRCSDK and then click Show Build Control Panel. You should be fine. There shouldn't be any error messages here. If you follow the steps correctly, you should be alright. If you need to decimate or disseminate your model, that tutorial will be coming up tomorrow, so don't fret. But if you want to load a model in just to test it, try finding a lower one for now. For those of you who already are under 19,999 polys, you're safe to upload. Click Upload and Publish, and then you're finished. Name your model, and then upload it into VRChat. Once it's finished, you can now open VRChat. Head on over to your avatar selection. It should be in the first window that you see of your personal avatars. And now you have your very own customizable personal avatar from modelsresources.com. Well, that pretty much wraps things up for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, make sure to leave those comments down below in the comments section, and I'll help you out where I can. If you're having any trouble or difficulty, I can get you up and running or help you out where it may be needed. Otherwise, I'll do what I can to help. Also, if this tutorial was helpful to you, make sure to leave a like. It helps out the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. So thank you in advance. So there will be more tutorials coming up like this pretty soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope that this tutorial has been helpful. Well, anyways, guys, until next time, this has been K7. Peace. Take care and enjoy now using models from modelsresources.com. See you guys next time.